Welcome back to another video, and today we're just going to talk about embracing failure, all right? And that's coming up right after this. Hi everybody, welcome back to Just Justin. I am Justin, and I'm just cooking some dinner right now. And last time we talked about clear goals and how to set, some clear goals and stuff like that. But today we're going to talk about failure. Nothing is going to go our way all the time. And we have to accept that, okay? Let me just get these all smashed down here. Okay, so now I'm just cooking up some hamburgers here on the Blackstone. There's some things that I've got to find. I got to find some of my Blackstone accessories. I'm embracing that failure. Somewhere, they're in the house somewhere. I don't know where. They're not where I put them at. So I'm going to have to do some looking in order for me to do a proper cookout. So anyway, okay, we are going to be talking about embracing the failures. Okay, nothing is going to go our way, okay? I mean, a lot of things can go our way, we plan accordingly and things like that. And we can get things done, but once in a while, we have to brace for failure. So like, take me, for example. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, so like, take me, for example, okay? I have a clear goal of finding a job, because I haven't had a job for over a year, and that's really put some stress on our life and in my household right now. And so I've had clear goals of, to try to find employment, but I get a lot of failures. Okay, I get a few interviews here and there, and then I get a lot of rejection. So I get a lot of emails saying that, hey, we enjoy you reaching out, applying to our company. However, at this time, we're going with other candidates. Or I get, hey, you're very impressive. Your resume is impressive. All your experience is impressive. But however, we are going a different direction. Or this is one of my best ones. I took my resume and I had a job application. I could do this job in my sleep. Okay, it's something I've been doing I did for years. Okay. But they came back and said, at this time, your resume does not meet our job requirements, so we're moving on to something else. And I was thinking, what the heck are you talking about? My resume was down to the T of what you were looking for, the requirements which you were working for. They had these certain requirements, and I made sure my resume has those certain requirements. Okay? And so I was like, what the heck are you talking about? Hey, my skills far reach your requirements. And I showed that. But they said that I didn't meet their requirements. Okay, that's just like total crap. Okay, but that's failure. Okay? One day I'm going to find that job. I didn't think a year out I'd still be looking for a dang job. But, that's failure. And I'm embracing it. I'm not letting it dictate to who I am or what I can become. All right? Because I know who I am. I know my worth. Okay? It's just like depression. Okay? You can get going in your life. Okay? And you can okay, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. And things like that. And you can be like, okay, what can I do to do better? My goals, I've set my goals up and I'm achieving some things, but I'm not achieving the ultimate thing to make me more happy. Okay, I'm not achieving that, finding a job. Okay, most of the time I think it's because of my age and my experience, because they do look at my LinkedIn profile and stuff like that. I can dumb down my resume so much and show them that I have the skills and stuff, but if they look at my LinkedIn profile, they're going to see all my experience, how long I've been working, and the companies I work for, and things like that. And they're like, oh man, we can't hire this person because they're going to be too expensive. Okay? And hey, they're too old. You know, they're not going to be sticking around. We want someone younger who we can mold and pay, you know, goodly crap. You know what I mean? And so that is the problem I'm having right now. But I'm embracing that failure. I'm embracing it and trying to make it better. Okay? So that's what you have to do as a person, as an individual. You can set your clear goals, you can achieve your goals, but you will fail. And that failure is all based upon what you base it upon. Okay? You can say, oh my gosh, you know, I'm a failure, man. I'm not getting a job, you know. You can crash out, you can burn out, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you make that choice to give up and to dive into that depression and just go down the hill and just, you know, want to go back to killing yourself, or, you know, you're not worthy or anything like that, then, you know, that's what you're going to do. But for me, you know, yeah, it's causing stress in my marriage and stuff like that. And, you know, but that's the nature of the beast right now. Okay? But I'm not giving up. I'm trying to go about doing other things, trying to find other ways to get a job, you know? I want to grow my business, but I don't know how to grow my business. You know, because right now my business is all about blogs and websites and stuff like that. I got to get some affiliate links. I've got to get my traveling business underway, you know? It's just that mindset is just like, you're going to fail at this, Justin. You're going to fail, because I already tried to get an affiliate link and they turned me down, which is good because I think their product I wanted to sell was crap. So yeah, basically that's, you know, what it is. And so I've got to find some affiliate links. Maybe I can start doing Amazon reviews, because I buy a lot of things on Amazon, and maybe I can start being an influencer like that. I got to start uploading my tech reviews to Amazon and go from there. I got to get more people to my websites, to my social media. You know, it's all like a work in progress right now. And that's all it is you set clear goals. You know, if I'm setting the goals like, I want a job by Friday, and that doesn't happen, then, you know, that's not a very good clear goal to have. I got to get some more oil because I ran out of oil. Okay, I'm going to turn this off for right now, and then I'll come back out and I will clean it here in just a minute. Okay, and so yeah, you have to embrace failure because it will happen. You will not succeed in everything you do. And so if you embrace it and you calculate it and you figure out a way to go forward, then you're a lot better off than just going like, oh shit, I'm just gonna fail at everything. And so I'm looking, my son doesn't take care of anything. So, but you know, that's his problem. He's embracing failure right now. But you have to understand that you will fail, and you have to embrace it, and you have to make yourself better. Okay? And so I'm pivoting and trying to figure out other things to do in order to make money for the family. Okay? That's one of my goals right now, is to figure out how to make money without getting scammed out of my money. And so, yeah, you have to embrace the failure. You have to make it better for yourself. If you don't embrace it, then you'll just go down that rabbit hole and your life will be crap and you'll never get out of it. All right, guys? So yeah, that is it for today. Just wanted to talk a little bit about embracing the failure, because yeah, you can set clear goals, you can achieve some, but you will fail, and you have to embrace it, and you can't let it tear you down. All right, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. And so if you did, give it a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you want to, so hit subscribe down there and hit the bell notifications. I do random videos here on Just Justin. I don't have one particular niche. I've got to get back into my carnivore. That is one of my clear goals, is to start that up pretty soon. And I've got to just do better with my life. Okay, guys? Until the next one, I will see you later. Bye. Now, I get to clean up my black stuff.